What's up guys, Blade Master here bringing you game 3 or the tiebreaker in the first round of Pontic Total Wars tournament. This is going to be played between RomanRonin from the RTK clan and 59tiger95, a Total War YouTuber who's got a lot of multiplayer content that you guys should check out. So this matchup is a mirror matchup. It's going to be played between Western Roman Empire and Western Roman Empire. So this army belongs to Tiger. Since I'm watching this from Tiger's perspective, it's going to be pretty hard to see. So I just need to remember that the yellow guys are Tiger's forces. So he has got Herculeani Signores, he's got Elite Palatina, 4 Elite Palatina, and 4 Elite Palatina in the center, and a couple of Herculeani Signores in the on the flanks. They've got 50 melee damage. I believe 14 of this is probably armor piercing. I think they probably have the same weapon stats as the Noble Suebi Swordsman. If they do, that's a very good bonus for them, although their melee attack kind of sucks. The Elite Palatina, on the other hand, have only the swords, which give them only a 4 armor piercing damage and 36 regular to give them a total of 40. But they have very good melee attack at 64. Their armor is piss poor at 25. Meanwhile, the armor of Herculeani Signores is very high at 58, and their health is 135. I probably like the Herculeani Signores more than these guys. The morale of the Elite Palatina is very good, and they have discipline too. So with Western Roman Empire, it looks like two Contrari and 1 Cataphractari on his left flank for a Tiger, and 2 Scolae Gentiles and 1 Cataphractari on his right flank. He's gone with a completely shock troop army, so I can pretty easily say that he's going to lose the cavalry flanks if he's just going to keep it that way. He needs to bring his spear support very quickly. It looks like he's brought a total of 7 cavalry, including his Magister Militum, although I'm not really sure what the rules are, but it's all good. So on the other hand, RomanRonin is charging in with one of his Contrari onto the Ballistari of Tiger, and took a ton of casualties there, but he managed to get some kills on the Ballistari, and he's already moving around with one of his other Contrari. This is a much smarter use of shock cavalry. He used only 2 of his cavalry forces on his left flank to tie down 3, and now he's got the extra unit to come in and rear charge. Meanwhile, his mainline is very similar. Wait, you know what, let's just pause this. Pause. Okay, there we go. So he has got it looks like he's got a much poorer melee line than Tiger. He's got a couple of Legio Comitatenses, 1 Predictores Domestici. Domestici. These units are 4 and 50 talents compared to the very elite tier units that Tiger has. They are not going to stand up very well. He's got some more Legio Comitatenses, 2 more, and only 2 Elite Palatina, more of Legio Comitatenses, who are just cheaper units and just won't do as much damage as the elite tier melee troops. But he'll obviously win the melee infantry line because he's got these Contrari who are coming in to support. He should get a rear charge. That should be his first priority. There we go. Great rear charge onto the rear of Herculeani Signores. You're going to take a absolute balls ton of damage there. Look at that. Oh my god. Already down to 99 men. But the Elite Ballistari are just destroying these Contrari in the process, so he needs to charge into them. Very good. He's getting his priorities right. Charging into the Ballistari, and then he needs to pull through and just attack their second Ballistari. Just put them, don't let them keep firing. So Tiger, on the other hand, using his Magister Militum General to decent effect, although they've already lost a ton of men, but to the Elite Ballistari too, and charging into the Elite Ballistari, and the Contrari for RomanRonin is also coming into support. So the Magister Militum, I'm actually fearing for them. They're not going to do too well. Meanwhile, all their support is basically done. The shock cavalry, the Scolae Gentiles, really won't do too much against the Scolae Palatinae, or Scolae Palatinae, as how they're pronounced. But here, the RomanRonin actually has brought more troops. He actually had 1 more Protectores Domestici, along with a melee cavalry line of Scolae Palatinae. Scolae Palatinae are a very nice unit. I would personally like to see a mix of Promoti and Scolae Palatinae. But that said, they will very easily destroy the pure shock cavalry line of Tiger. So Tiger is trying to win the mainline battle against the Legio Comitatenses. The Elite Palatina getting a double experience chevron despite getting rear charged multiple times. The Contrari did brilliantly, 246 kills with the double experience chevron. The Herculeani Signores is still managing to stay strong despite getting rear charged by Predictores Domestici. Again, the poor melee attack of these units is going to come into play. They are much more, they are meant to be much more of a a tanky holding force than anything like an aggressive unit. The Kome is doing pretty decently for RomanRonin, and he's going to come in with more of his Protectoris Domestici to come in and rear charge, and this is very decisive defeat for Tiger, and decisive victory to RomanRonin. I think the big problem was Tiger took an unnecessary risk bringing the pure shock line. Look at how poorly they did. That said, if he was going to use a shock line, he should have just used 4 of them to charge in and hold up all of RomanRonin's line, and then used at least 2 of them to rear charge the living balls out of the Protectoris Domestici. They obviously wouldn't have been able to withstand any sort of impact from that. And if he could, then he could have used his very aggressive Elite Palatina to quickly come in and help the cavalry flanks and try and turn that around. But he didn't, and that's why he lost, I think. But very, very well played to Tiger, and well played to RomanRonin. Let's take a look at the stats. 113, 174, 102, and 107 kills on the Elite Palatina. They definitely did a lot of damage. Herculeani Signores, on the other hand, just didn't do as much. But they got rear charged very quickly by the Contari. I was going to say Rorari. But the Contari over here, 246 kills with one of them, 94 with the other. Scuola Palatine did very well against the shock troops of Tiger. Meanwhile, the Elite Ballistari got a double experience shove run, getting 111 kills and basically just sniping off the Magister Militum General, which basically contributed to the huge morale waiver that was affecting Tiger. Protectoris Domestici did a good enough job just supporting the cap battle very early on. Legio Comitatenses didn't really do too much, but the Elite Palatina also did pretty well. So, RomanRonin progresses to the round 2, or sorry, not to the round 2, to round 2 of Pontic's Total War tournaments. And you guys stay tuned for more. I'm going to bring Armenian Kings matches as well in this tournament, which is bound to be very exciting. And yeah, so stay tuned for all of that. Peace.